I'm KK Auker, and this is the book of Matthew for Jesus. So some of you might be wondering, exactly what did this lady do? Well, I took the Bible and I transcribed it with a burning stick into leather and wrote all of the words of the Holy Bible onto this piece of leather. And when I stood back and looked at it, my vision would come to me of what comes around it and where it goes and what I want on each one. So as you travel with me through my journey, you'll see that I was kind of a simpleton where I grew and grew and grew as an artist, which is like any gift that you're given or I'm given. The more you do it, the better you get. So come along with me on my journey, and here we go. Matthew chapter 2, verses 1 and 2. Now, when Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judea, in the days of Herod the king, behold, there came wise men from the east to Jerusalem, saying, Where is he that is born King of the Jews? For we have seen his star in the east, and we are come to worship him. Matthew chapter 2, verses 3 and 4. When Herod the king had heard these things, he was troubled, and all Jerusalem with him. And when he had gathered all the chief priests and scribes of the people together, he demanded of them where Christ should be born. Matthew chapter 2, verse 5. And they said unto him, In Bethlehem of Judea, for thus it is written by the prophet. Chapter 2, verse 6. And thou, Bethlehem, in the land of Judah, art not the least among the princes of Judah, for out of thee shall come a governor, that shall rule my people of Israel. Chapter 2, verses 7 and 8. Then Herod, when he had privily called the wise men, inquired of them diligently what time the star appeared. And he sent them to Bethlehem, and said, Go, search diligently for the young child, and when ye have found him, bring me word again, that I may also come and worship him also. Matthew chapter 2, verses 9 and 10. When they had heard the king, they departed. And lo, the star which they had saw in the east went before them, till it came and stood over where the young child was. When they saw the star, they rejoiced with exceedingly great joy. Matthew chapter 2, verse 11. And when they were come into the house, they saw the young child with Mary, his mother, and fell down and worshipped him. And when they had opened their treasures, they presented unto him gifts, gold, and frankincense, and myrrh. Matthew chapter 2, verse 12. And being warned of God in a dream that they should not return to Herod, they departed into their own country another way. Matthew chapter 2, verses 13 and 14. And when they were departed, behold, the angel of the Lord appeareth to Joseph in a dream, saying, Arise, and take the young child and his mother, and flee into Egypt, and be thou there until I bring thee word, for Herod will seek the young child to destroy him. When he arose, he took the young child and his mother by night, and departed into Egypt. Matthew chapter 2, verse 15. And was there until the death of Herod, that it might be fulfilled which was spoken out of the Lord by the prophet, saying, Out of Egypt I have called my son. Chapter 2, verse 16. Then Herod, when he saw that he was mocked of the wise men, was exceedingly wroth, and sent forth and slew all the children that were in Bethlehem, and in all the coasts thereof, from 2 years old and under, according to the time which he had diligently inquired of the wise men. Matthew chapter 2, verses 17 and 18. Then was fulfilled that which was spoken by Jeremy the prophet, saying, In Ramah there was a voice heard, lamentations, and weeping, and great mourning, Rachel weeping for her children, and would not be comforted, because they are not. Chapter 2, verses 19 through 23. But when Herod was dead, behold, an angel of the Lord appeareth in a dream to Joseph in Egypt, saying, Arise, and take the young child and his mother, and go into the land of Israel, for they are dead which sought the young child's life. And he arose, and took the young child and his mother, and came into the land of Israel. But when he heard that Archelaus did reign in Judea, in the room of his father Herod, he was afraid to go thither. Notwithstanding being warned of God in a dream, he turned aside into the parts of Galilee. And he came and dwelt in a city called Nazareth, that it might be fulfilled which was spoken by the prophets, He shall be called a Nazarene.